You'll be attempting Advanced Project 2. Advanced Project 2 from the storytelling manual on the personal story. The objectives of the speech are to learn the elements of a good story and to create and tell an original story based on personal experience. The evaluator will be Lee Jin-Wei. Later I will introduce him more. The time given is 6 to 8 minutes. At the 6th minute, you will see a green card. Yes, that's one. 7, the amber. And 8 minutes, the red. Similarly, 30 seconds afterwards, there will be a bell. The title of the speech, a tragic comedy.
How can you steal titles, man?
The speaker.
Steal my best-selling novel title.
Okay, somehow I didn't get it right. Anyway, most of us know who is the speaker. He's our newly minted Vice President Education. So let's put our hands to welcome competent communicator Foong.
Love is a smoke made with the fumes of sighs. Being purged, a fire sparkling in lovers' eyes. Being vexed, a sea nourished with lovers' tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gall, a preserved sweet. That's a line from Shakespeare in Romeo and Juliet about love. A tragicomic evening to you. Club President, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen.
Evening.
Why a tragicomic evening? Well, tragicomic not just, I was thinking it's comic because you're going to enjoy yourself. Tragic because you haven't already joined Toastmasters. But not really, a tragicomic evening because I'm going to share a glimpse into the love life of a sad, sad, hopeless romantic 10 years ago called Kin. That's me, by the way. So, while my past may be a little tragic in terms of my love life, I do hope that you can look at it and laugh with me because it has created enough sadness for me. So please laugh along with me and help me make it a good memory, okay?
Yes.
Thank you. So it all started when I was just a little boy. I had 2 older sisters. And what that meant was that they never told me this Chinese saying, 男人不坏，女人不爱. Roughly translated, it means, man not bad, girl no like. So I did what I thought was right. I was a nice, very gentlemanly, very easygoing. I would bend over backwards for ladies. Open doors backwards. And of course, you can imagine what happened next. So the story of my very first crush. I was in a boys' school and I was late to develop. So what that meant was when I was 14, I was only like 27 kilos, and about 1.4, which is like this tiny when I was 14. Right? But that's also when all my classmates started having girlfriends, talking about grown-up guy stuff and ooh, this girl, that girl. And so what happened in that trip, it was a China immersion trip together with a sister school of mine. And there were lots of girls from the other school. And so my friends all looked at these girls like, oh, that one's the prettiest, that one's the prettiest. And I remember that girl, Elle, I shall keep her name private, right? So Elle, come to think about it, now when I look back, she's not that pretty, but back then I was influenced by peer pressure. I swear. And what happened eventually was that it got so bad until on a train ride to Beijing, I actually dedicated on the train the song Wen Bie or Kiss Goodbye. But I never even said a single word to her. So sad, right? And then it gets worse. The following year, I meet this girl from another school in my German class. I was taking German as a third language. And she was the sweet girl next door. Lovely, lovely lady. And slowly, when we went for canteen break, she ate this ice cream. I ate the same one. She used this pen, so did I. Must be a match made in heaven. So eventually, I had to leave German class because my other subject was suffering. But I bolstered up the courage and I asked her. I committed first. And I asked her, would you like to be my girlfriend? But I didn't have the chance to panic because she told me, oh, you know, I only see you as a brother, you know, my good friend. Of course, it didn't help that I was shorter than she was. So what eventually happened? I didn't have time to panic, right? It just crashed. I wasn't expecting that, but so that happened. And I mourned this girl for 2 years. Every time I went to the beach, I would write her name in the sand, I'd write my name below it, circle it with a heart, arrow through. And I would wait for the waves to wash that heart away and grant my dream come true. But it was never to be. So I mourned for those 2 years, and then, strangely enough, from that German class once again, another friend, I happened to meet her. Wow, great. You know, let's keep in touch. Let's go study at Orchard Library when it was still existing. And so that one evening, I went with her to study at Orchard Library. And guess what? Her classmates were there. She was from an all-girls school. Oh. Now things are looking up. I'm 2 years older. I'm actually taller. And there's an army of girls waiting to enter my fantasies. This could be it. So, I pick out, okay, possible. And I narrow it to just one person. And this girl, I'll just call her Kay. Well, also that girl next door, charm, really sweet smile, very independent, and I realized I like independent girls too. At that time, there were 5 other guys chasing her. Wow. Tough competition, but I stuck it out. And I actually did get to be the last one standing. The rest of them actually left the study group. Unfortunately, when I mustered up the courage to ask her, will you be my girlfriend? This time, deeper voice, more serious. Will you be my girlfriend? And she says, oh, you're just like a brother to me. You know, the group dynamic will be affected if anything happens. Okay, fair enough. I tried to get over it, but within a week after that, she got attached. This guy she'd only known for a week. Oh, really? Wow. Never mind. What do? I can't call her now. She's got a boyfriend. So I call her best friend, right? Like, oh, I'm so sad, this and that. And it so happens that the best friend, called M, was also Kay's best friend. What do I say? She was the second person I identified in that group of a class of girls. And slowly but surely, studying together for the O-levels, things started to move in a positive direction. After the exams finished, we still all met up every day. And the best part was, the day before she had to leave on a family trip to New Zealand, we met. And then we hugged, as is our usual greeting. But we didn't want to let go. When we let go, it felt so wrong. We hugged again. This went on 17 times, I counted. So 17 times. And when she left, I was so sad. Anyway, the story goes, she comes back. At the time I went to Malaysia, I saw this toy in Genting at the arcade. It's a small orange bear, 700 tickets with a heart that says, I love you. I think this must be it. I play the arcade hardcore for 2.5 hours. I get that bear, I hug it so close. And when I meet her, I go to her and say, oh, I got this from Genting for you. She looks at it and says, oh, so cute. She flips the heart upside down and says, this looks better, right? Weird. But then she presents me with a stack of letters. Every day in New Zealand, she wrote to me. And only me. Surely this must be something, right?
Yes.
So I mustered up the courage and I asked her, will you be my girlfriend? Oh, you're just like a brother to me. I didn't change. The worst part is, 2 weeks later, she gets attached to the identical twin brother that got attached to Kay. How do you get spurned by the same guy twice? But as it is, forget about my tragic past. Here I am now, telling you a story. I'm sure you all agree it's quite sad, right? But it's still funny. So ladies and gentlemen, I urge all of you to think about the not so happy times that you've had, the tough times. Tell it in a way that makes it funny, make it memorable, laugh about it. And you brighten the world along with you.